Wait, how did monks who lived in the mountains over 2,500 years ago develop physical abilities that still shock modern athletes today? We're talking about warriors who could sprint like sprinters, move like gymnasts, and train their bodies to endure pain and exhaustion most people wouldn't last 5 minutes doing. And the strange part? Many of their exercises look nothing like modern workouts. But here's what makes Shaolin training so fascinating. These monks weren't just training to be strong. They were training to be dangerously efficient with their bodies. Their philosophy was simple. Soft as cotton, strong as iron, and agile as a flying swallow. Now that sounds poetic. But behind those words was a training system that pushed the human body to its absolute limits. Inside the legendary Shaolin Temple, monks combined brutal physical conditioning with the cultivation of internal energy known as Qi. But one type of training stood above the rest. Endurance. Not the kind where you slowly jog around a park. I mean the kind of endurance where your body stays fast, explosive, and controlled, even when you're completely exhausted. Today we're breaking down 5 powerful Shaolin endurance exercises that helped monks develop incredible stamina and agility. But there's one exercise on this list that Shaolin masters believed could transform the way your entire body generates power. And strangely enough, it involves training in water. We'll get to that one in a moment. But first, let's start with something deceptively simple. Number 1, sprinting forward and backward. This drill may look simple, but it was essential for survival. During the Tang Dynasty, Shaolin monks sometimes helped defend villages against bandits. One famous warrior monk was Tanzong, who reportedly assisted imperial forces. In combat, a fighter needed to advance instantly, then retreat just as quickly. That's why monks trained sprinting in both directions. How the exercise is done. Stand upright with feet shoulder-width apart. Choose a distance of about 10 to 20 meters. Explode into a full sprint forward. At the end of the distance, immediately reverse direction. Run backward quickly but under control. Keep your knees slightly bent and your center of gravity low. Repeat the sequence 10-20 times without stopping. What it trains: explosive acceleration, reaction speed, balance while retreating, cardiovascular endurance. The monks believed that when the body can sprint forward and backward effortlessly, it becomes much harder for an opponent to trap you. Number 2, the centipede jump, Gong Tiao. This unusual drill is called Gong Tiao, meaning centipede jump. The name comes from the way a centipede moves, quick, flexible, and constantly shifting. The movement trains monks to fall, roll, and spring back up instantly. Historical records from the Ming Dynasty martial artist Chung Zhong-yu describe similar movements used to dodge weapons in combat. How the exercise is done. Start in a low squat position. Jump forward explosively. Immediately perform a forward roll on the ground. As soon as the roll ends, spring back to your feet. Without pausing, perform another jump. Continue in a continuous sequence of jump, roll, stand, jump. Monks often repeat this drill across an entire training courtyard. What it trains: explosive power, ground recovery speed, agility, coordination. It teaches the body something very important. Never stay on the ground. Always recover instantly. Number 3, running sideways and zigzag. Running in straight lines is predictable, and predictable fighters lose battles. That's why Shaolin monks train zigzag movement and lateral running. The concept is closely connected to strategy described in The Art of War, which emphasizes attacking from unexpected angles. How the exercise is done. Mark 3 or 4 points on the ground in a zigzag pattern. Start at the first point. Sprint diagonally to the next point. Quickly shift direction and run sideways to the next marker. Continue moving through the pattern as fast as possible. Keep your knees bent and your body low. Monks often repeat the drill for several minutes without stopping. What it trains: agility, directional speed, evasive footwork, reaction time. In real combat, these movements allow fighters to close distance or escape attacks instantly. 4. Slap kicks. Slap kicks are a famous Shaolin flexibility and coordination exercise. Instead of kicking an opponent, the monk kicks upward and slaps the foot with the hand mid-air. It looks almost like a performance move, but it builds serious athletic ability. How the exercise is done. Stand upright with arms relaxed. Lift one leg in a fast upward kick. As the foot rises, reach with the opposite hand. Slap the bottom of the foot mid-air. Lower the leg and repeat with the other side. Perform the movement continuously for 20-50 repetitions. Advanced practitioners kick high enough to reach above chest or head level. What it trains. Flexibility, coordination between arms and legs. Kicking speed, balance. Over time, this drill makes kicks faster and more precise. 5. Water splitting, Feng Shui. One of the most fascinating Shaolin endurance drills is called Feng Shui, meaning splitting water. Instead of lifting weights, monks train in rivers or deep pools. Water provides natural resistance, forcing the muscles to work harder. But it also teaches control. How the exercise is done. Stand in waist-deep water. Keep your feet firmly planted. Extend both arms forward. Sweep your arms outward quickly, as if cutting through the water. Bring them back together and repeat. Continue the movement for several minutes without stopping. Some monks perform hundreds of repetitions. What it trains. Shoulder endurance. Arm strength. Breathing control. Smooth power generation. Because water slows movement, monks learn to produce power efficiently rather than violently. These 5 endurance drills reveal something powerful about Shaolin training. It was never just about fighting. It was about building a body that never gives up. A body that moves with balance, speed, and control. That is why the warriors of Shaolin Temple became legendary. Because their training wasn't designed for comfort. It was designed for mastery.